All right, so Art, what do we have here for today? What do you have on display?
Well, we have a standard model 1899 infantry field tunic. This is a khaki tunic that replaced the old blue service wool uniform. This is basically the third pattern of khaki tunic. This one dates from about 1899. And also the model 1899 campaign hat with the screen vents.
Yeah, I could see that on the sides, yep. And the cartridge belt too.
Yeah, that's a probably 1898 or later Mills 100-round khaki belt, 30-40 caliber rifle.
And you have here as well.
Yeah, it's a military lithograph. It's the Army action during the Boxer Rebellion.
Nice.
Those were a whole series of prints. The military did a number of them on different historical events that took place in with the United States Army, and that's just one out of a series.
Okay. And what do you have here on the second table?
On the table here we have just a small collection of 30-40 caliber rifles. Both of the rifles, long rifles, are model 1898s. One of them is manufactured in 1899. The other one is manufactured in 1900.
So this one's 1899?
The top one is a 1900 manufacture,
okay.
and the bottom one is 1899. They're identical. They're both model 1898s.
Nice. Beautiful.
Also, there are some of the gun appendages, but not all of them there are for the Krag rifle. There's a mix and match in that box. On the top there is the McKeever cartridge box for the 30-40 caliber rifle that was used on a garrison belt. Then next to it is basically this is a wartime produced Mills belt, single row, 30 caliber, made by Hilbert Loom. They were not the standard Mills manufactured belts. They were considered substandard, but they were made in response to shortages of equipment during the Spanish-American War.
Okay.
Next to it is an actual standard blue Mills belt, 100-round. Each one of these loops here will take 2 cartridges, so there's 250-round rows. So for a total of 100 rounds of ammunition, this is a standard belt. This belt over here is actually an odd one. This is basically was called a Navy landing belt, not really used by the Marines, but by the Navy. This was for the 30-40 Krag rifle, and the Navy saw fit to put this flap over top of it to protect the cartridges. It's a little bit narrower than a standard Mills belt, and also it has snaps. It's probably hard to see, but they have little Navy buttons on them. This was an odd belt. Dates to about 1907. Most of that's the patent dates on them.
Okay.
This assortment of bayonets, similar to what was discussed in the program we just had, not as extensive, but just the standard, different model.
Krag bayonets. Yep. I'm guessing.
Well, this is kind of a jump assortment. This is the earlier model with the blue blade, with the early type hook for the belt. Then here's the modified version with the bright blade. They call it the Model 99 Scabbard, and of course this is the last Scabbard to go over the Model 1903 cartridge belts, and not as extensive as a collection as the individual had there.
I was about to say, you want an extensive collection.
Yeah, that was an extensive collection. Yeah. And then, of course, this here is a Model 1899 carbine. This is the last carbine that was manufactured by the United States Army because the 1903 rifle, when that came out, took the place of both the carbine and the full-length rifle. So this was actually the last carbine that was produced by the armories, in carbine configuration. So this is the Model 99.
Beautiful condition too.
Most of the carbines you find are usually in pretty good shape. And then the only other thing I think you might have passed was that's a model 1903 service revolver. It's one of the last of the double-action 38 caliber revolvers that the Army used. The 45 ACP replaced it in 1911 due to its poor stopping ability. It had a very weak cartridge, 38 caliber cartridge.
Now, which manufacturer is this?
This is a Colt.
Colt. Okay. Colt 38.
I got rid of so much stuff throughout my years. They look awesome.
Thanks, Art. Fantastic collection.
Oh, you're very welcome.
They later developed a clip. What's the